Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GFI Forever Rowdy 280. Today's race, we are honoring the legacy of Kyle Busch and the impact he had on the sport of NASCAR. What is up? There's going to be a lot of Kyle Busch paint schemes out here tonight. We are honoring the legacy of Kyle Busch and all of his glory he left on the sport. Obviously, tragic news on Thursday afternoon, heading into the evening hours. Pneumonia that turned into sepsis, which did kill him. So in qualifying, I'm going to speak about messages I have on Kyle Busch. There's Andy Ennis. Into the wall. And there's Lucas Martin. And on both lap 8 and 18, there is going to be a moment of silence. So remember, Kyle Busch. I'm not going to change the camera, hold on. Where is it? Oh, my God. Hold on. It's gonna be up for a minute. I messed with the camera on accident. Hold on. Oh no, I did it. Yeah, okay. I lied. Oh, they're 3 wide in practice. Down the back straightaway. Oh, the teammates are getting together. Little did these guys know I'd be running faster than them if I was in Cup right now. Literally, if I was in Cup, I would have such a fast lap time. Way up into the wall. That was Andy Ennis, I believe. Or Lucas Martin. There's a couple purple cars, but there's Lucas Chapman in that Rowdy Energy 17 that has Forever Rowdy on the back. And there's Brian Troy with some Rowdy things as well. "45 seconds left in practice." Break it up should be good here as well. Oh, Lucas Martin gets loose. Is he going to save it? He's sideways still. No one knows. That's him down there. Checkered flag in practice. And Davis, is he going to hit the ramp? Oh, no, he does not. All right. So, since it is Rowdy, we're going to talk about Kyle Busch and his entire legacy. Kyle Busch built one of the most accomplished careers in modern NASCAR history through a combination of raw speed, versatility, and consistency. After making his NASCAR Cup Series debut as a teenager in 2004, Busch quickly became known for his aggressive driving style and ability to win across multiple series. Driving for teams like Rick Hendrick, for Hendrick Motorsports, and later Joe Gibbs Racing, he collected victories at nearly every type of track imaginable, from short tracks to super speedways. His early success helped establish him as one of the sport's biggest stars and one of the toughest competitors on the grid every weekend. Throughout his career, Busch earned numerous milestones that cemented his legacy in stock car racing. He became a two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, winning titles in 2015 and 2019, while also setting records for victories across NASCAR's top 3 national series. Known for his adaptability, Busch frequently competed in Xfinity and Truck Series, in addition to the Cup Series, showcasing his talent behind the wheel of nearly any race car. Fans and analysts often praised his racecraft, confidence, and ability to perform under pressure, even as he became one of the sport's most polarizing personalities. Beyond the statistics, championships, Busch's impact on NASCAR extended through his passion for racing and his influence on younger drivers. Through Kyle Busch Motorsports, he developed the future NASCAR talent and contributed to the growth of the Truck Series. His fiery attitude and competitive nature made him a central figure in NASCAR for over 2 decades, drawing both loyal supporters and critics. Regardless of opinion, Busch's career left a major mark on the sport and secured his place among NASCAR's all-time greatest drivers. As the years went on, Kyle Busch continued to evolve from a young, emotional driver into a respected veteran leader within the garage. While he never lost his fierce competitive edge, many fans and fellow drivers noticed his growing maturity both on and off the track. Busch became known for sharing his experience with younger teammates and racers, helping guide the next generation of NASCAR talent. Even during difficult seasons, he remained one of the sport's most determined competitors, consistently fighting for wins and proving he could still compete at the highest level against newer stars entering the series. Off the track, Busch built a reputation as a dedicated family man and ambassador for motorsports. Alongside his wife, Samantha Busch, he participated in charitable efforts and openly shared personal challenges and success with fans. His connection with supporters grew stronger later in his career as many began to appreciate not only his accomplishments, but also his honesty and passion for racing. Busch's legacy ultimately became about more than the championships and trophies. It reflected on his relentless drive, his influence on NASCAR culture, and the unforgettable moments he created throughout one of the most successful careers the sport has ever seen. So that was my message about Kyle Busch and the legacy he left on the sport. So there's Clifton Chanel in the number 8, or at least for this race. He's actually 80, but I'll know who he is. He's the one car running that paint scheme. But as Cliff Chanel sets a 30.1. Dude, I would have smoked these guys if I was pulling on. What the heck? All right. We're going to go down the qualifying list. We have Timothy Rainey Lewis, Tyler Autry, Joshua Martin, Davis Brown, Wes Graham, Michael Shaw, Lucas Martin, Michael Nelson, Zach Bardo, Matthew Davis, Cup rookie, Lucas Chapman, Grant McDonald, James Morvant, Anthony Alex, Preston O'Brien, Cliff Chanel, Brian Troy, Andy Ennis, and Mitchell Sundstrom. Not even 20 drivers in a 280 lap race here around Charlotte Motor Speedway. For the Forever Rowdy 280. On lap 8 and 18, there will be a moment of silence as we honor the legacy of Kyle Busch and what he laid down in the motorsports community. He was the winningest driver in NASCAR history and the highest paying NASCAR driver in history, and they're doing the missing spot. They're doing the missing spot startup there. A lot of respect on Timothy Rainey Lewis. A lot of honors for Rowdy tonight. And we're just going to get ready to get started. In the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone, Barney, our flagman, will wave us away. And green flag, biggity, 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 boys! Let's keep it rowdy, boys and girls! The green flag is out. Tyler Autry on the high side. Caution's out already! We have our first caution of the race. Wes Graham and Lucas Chapman. How did this one happen? Let's take a look. Oh! What the heck happened? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, he got hit by a skewer cat. He got hit by a skewer. That is not how you want this to start out. Howdy, Zach.
How's it going?
Well, your first interview, I know the death of Kyle Busch kind of hit you hard. Would you mind kind of like explaining everything?
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Busch, he meant a lot to me. He was my hero. I looked up to him a lot. He was my driver ever since I can remember watching NASCAR. So it just, it's hit me pretty hard. Kind of makes you want to hug your loved ones a little tighter and just be there for everyone around you because you never know, like he said, when the last one's going to be. So, yeah, it hit pretty hard, but I'm out here racing, and if I can get this win, it's going to be dedicated to him. So
I just realized my game was louder than my microphone. Anyways, you know, you bought tickets to New Hampshire this year to go see him, and now you can't. How's that kind of make you feel knowing that you can't go meet him?
I'm still going to go there and have a good time and everything. It sucks that, I won't be able to meet him. I had the chance last year, but again, just didn't get tickets in time. It sucks that I'm never going to be able to meet him, but you know what? I got to look at all the things that he did and, not kind of be selfish. He was a great father. He was a great husband. He did a lot of things in his personal life to look up to. So, yeah.
And this is Memorial Day. I mean, obviously, a lot of people are running Kyle Busch paint schemes or something close to Kyle Busch or have something Kyle Busch on their car. What did Rowdy mean to you?
Yeah, he just, like I said, he meant everything. He was my hero. So I'm running this paint scheme and everything. I model my life after how he kind of lived it, to just be on the edge and go for it 100% in anything you do. Just kind of want to be like him.
And I did the Coke 600 twice this year. One on Friday and one last night. First one, I was in his Watermelon Zone paint scheme, and then I ran his Patriotic 2025 paint scheme to honor him. And, I came up P12 on Friday and P7 on Sunday. So, to be able to turn 1,200 miles for a total of, 9 hours, felt pretty good.
I can imagine.
So, well, it looks like you guys are going to go green. I wish you the best of luck. You have anything else you'd like to say?
Just thank you for broadcasting, and shout out to Kyle Busch, RIP.
And remember, keep it rowdy.
Yes, sir.
So, good luck, man.
Thank you.
That was Zach Barta, driver of the 19. You'll see him out on the racetrack a couple times here tonight. But as we get ready to go green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The legacy among the sport. I was looking at NASCAR 25 lobbies the day he died. The past couple days really have just been full of Kyle Busch cars. So, we'll see how it plays out. And the pace car is going to take a hard left on to pit road here now. Down pit road as we get ready to go green in the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Timothy Rainey Lewis can go whenever he wants. Oh, and he blinks out. Green flag, green flag. We resume racing here at Charlotte. Timothy Rainey Lewis, our leader, going into turn one. Excellent driving so far by him. And they're 3 wide, and the Skewer Cat hit the wall. I believe that was Joshua Martin. It might have been Michael Shaw. And there's the Corn Dog Crippler. He was in the Weenie 500. Because there was a corn dog competing in the Weenie 500 this year. But down the front straightaway, lap 6 out of 185 laps here tonight. Drivers everywhere. Down the back straightaway. There's Preston O'Brien in the patriotic red, white, and blue M&M paint scheme. On that bottom side, there's James Morvan at the top. Won a lot of races here this past week at Charlotte in the A Open Series. 7 laps complete. Remember, lap 8 and 18. Moment of silence for Kyle Busch. You always got to keep it rowdy. Down the back straightaway. Turn 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, moment of silence. Kyle Busch. And the salute for Kyle Busch has been completed. That's 1 of 2. And we could do one on lap 54 for his nationwide number that he ran a couple times. But I don't think 3 isn't necessary. 8 and 18 should be plenty. He had most of his success with 18. And a good chunk of success with 8. 2 wins in that 8 car. Michael Nelson on the high side. Out of turn 4. Or sorry, god dang it, turn 2. Not really a lot of side-by-side action. Let's open the timing tower back up. Down the back straightaway. Beautiful way to tire save just a little bit there by the Corn Dog Crippler. Down the back straightaway. And excellent driving by that number 20 on that low side. I wish this would turn into a night race. There's James Morvant. He's on a pro team outside of GFI. Did a Road to Pro last year. That's why he stopped racing. Came back this year and won his inaugural race back. And there he is now. That Legacy is the pro team, and he runs for a setup shop, which is on the side of his car. And there he is on that high side. He knows how to get it done here. 17 laps complete. Sorry, I was doing something really quick. And there's Davis Brown on the high side. Down the back straightaway. Holy flyby. There's that 20 of Matthew Davis. Going silent again for Rowdy. And a big wreck. James Morvan, Davis Brown, Michael Shaw all involved. Let's take a look at what happened. James got loose, slammed into Michael Shaw, comes up the track, and collects a few drivers. At least everyone held their brakes. Dang. Let's go ahead and bring James Morvan in. No, there's not even a second. Let's bring Preston. Howdy, howdy, Preston.
What's going on, man?
Well, you're driving Kyle Busch's infamous number 18. How does it feel being able to represent Kyle Busch in his number tonight?
It's pretty cool that I'm driving the 18. Kyle was one of my favorite drivers. You know, it's terrible what happened. And really cool to see all these Busch schemes out here.
You know, and it's we don't know. Like as Rowdy said, you know, you don't ever know when the last one is. Like you could literally die tomorrow morning.
That's right.
No one would know until they checked on you.
Yep, he was an athlete at in his prime, a lot healthier than any of us, and it happened to him. So you never know when your last day's gonna be.
Like we don't have to be here tomorrow either. That's the main thing.
Yep.
Well, being in the patriotic M&M's machine tonight, do you think you could maybe get something done tonight? Like with how the car feels, or what's going on with the car?
Well, I thought I could. I think I made it up to third before that mix up with Shaw and Norvant just now. And I got hit. I don't know how bad my damage is. I'm about to go a lap down now. But if I can get my damage fixed and get my lap back, I feel pretty good in the car.
I ran 2 Coke 600s this weekend. Trust me, the damage is bad if once you have it. So just be careful for that. It's a pain. So
yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of here before I get another lap down and just kind of pace around the back to the next caution and get some more damage fixed. Don't want to go too far down.
yeah, well, if this was 600 miles, which we are running the World 600 soon. I don't know when, no date yet. It is, if it was an official, it's best to sit there, get all your damage fixed, come back out. You'll still gain positions. I was like no, I wasn't. Yeah, I was 6 laps down and still finished 7th, so.
Dang, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, well, wish you the best of luck tonight and good luck.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say real quick?
No, I think you got it all.
Alrighty, well, good luck, have fun.
All right, thanks, buddy.
That's Preston O'Brien's. I don't know why the camera is stuck. There we go. Corndog Crippler in the lead. He and Cliff did not pit. I gave Cliff the wrong setup tweets. Oopsies. So in the bottom of turn 1, there's, they're doing the missing man lineup again. There's Michael Nelson, Corndog Crippler, paint scheme. I still don't know how he ended up with that name. But we got a lot of Joshua Martin fans in the chat. Up to P6. Cliff on that outside. Preston O'Brien 2 laps down. Needs 2 cautions for a lucky dog. The Corn Dog Crippler will lead us green in the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. And go whenever he feels like it. And green. He fires, and he's away. I wonder how these older tires are going to affect him. Same with Clifton Chanel. And down the back straightaway. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Now let's crank it up. What's up, Jack? A long way to go still in this one. Oh, and they're side by side battling. We got a spinner. Matthew Davis saves it. He holds on. That's good. And Matthew Davis is able to clear the 19 of Zach Bardo. Or the paint scheme is messed up. Still from the 2023 template. And way up on that high side goes Zach. Oh, there goes Matthew Davis. Caution comes out. Mitchell Sundstrom got involved in that. Let's see. So Matthew Davis gets spun around. He saves it. Oh, but he... Oh, that's 2 Ajax guys that get involved. I don't know how much damage Mitchell Sundstrom suffered. This looks like scratches. We get an SCR driver. Hello, hello.
Yellow.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, how's the car feeling? You know, you're a P7 right now. Is there any concerns about the setup?
Not really. I mean, car's alright. It's loose in loose places and tight in tight places, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is.
What you mean by that? Anyways.
It is what it is, dog.
Anyways, are you trying to take this one home for Rowdy tonight?
Oh, for sure. 51, baby. Old KBM days.
For the truck. Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
You know, if we still had the truck series, I bet you'd throw on a Kyle Busch paint scheme just for that.
More than likely.
I'd have a feeling. But overall, what are your biggest concerns about this race so far?
Tires.
Well, don't push it too hard. The top is where you burn your tires more. The bottom, just like brake and then blip and downshift. You don't want to use the clutch at all. You always want to blip when you shift. The clutch will slow you down, so. If you want speed but saving tires, brake, and while you're on the blade, quickly blip it, and then let off, and then just like steer, and then slowly get back on the throttle. That's my biggest advice to you. I ran 2 Coke 600s this weekend. So, overall, so other than tires being your biggest concern, are other drivers a big concern for you as well?
I mean, not really. Obviously, we got some fast guys in here. You know,
Yeah.
always got our front runners.
Overall, obviously it's a tough racetrack, but that's how you learn. You turn enough laps, you'll get good.
Oh yeah.
I totally gave Lucas the wrong setup changes. It was reversed. Did he ever make the changes or no?
Probably. I don't think so. I think he got him when he was on grid.
Oh, well, that's probably a good thing then, because I messed it up. Well, wishing you the best of luck, and do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Not really. Long live Kyle Busch. That's about it.
The other saying. Say the other saying as well.
What, my saying?
No. Keep it.
What saying?
Keep
Keep
it.
it rowdy.
Yeah! All right, best of luck, Andy.
Alright, thank you.
And DNS driver the 51. As we get ready to go back green, I gotta grab my phone charger. Alrighty. So we get ready to go green for the 4th time tonight. Timothy Rainey Lewis gonna be starting us off with Michael Nelson right behind him and Tyler Autry doing the missing man lineup this time. And as we get ready to go green, pace car takes a hard right, or left. God dang it. Still in Watkins Glen mood. And green flag. Timothy Rainey Lewis fires. And we resume racing with a lot of laps to go. Let's go ahead and pull up the green flag stint. So caution early on, and then 2 cautions. 1 lead change. Also, I am proud to announce the GFI full-length Indianapolis 500, June 6th at 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. Be broadcasted right here on the GFI YouTube. Next Saturday. 150 laps to go. Timothy Rainey Lewis in the lead. Only 1 lead change so far this race. Timothy Rainey Lewis currently first, started first, on a dominant roll so far in this one. Anthony Alex there in that 22. And there's Wes Graham. Down the back straightaway. All the way to the bottom. Three wide going into turn 1 up there. Yeah, they're good. I know that was sketchy in the Coke 600. On iRacing, that was very sketchy. It was very tight. At least they were able to keep it going. Matthew Davis behind Lucas Martin. Lucas Martin up to P3. Here comes the corn dog Crippler on the high side. A little bit of wall strikes coming in. And there's Andy Ennis on that high side. Right next to the 22. Doing an excellent job. Down the back straightaway. There goes James Morvett to the bottom. Gave Lucas Martin a little bump. Is on board with James Morvett. You hear him downshift into fourth. A lot of RPMs, so he's going to make the pass, but is he going to be clear? No, he's not. Here comes Lucas Martin. You can hear his car on the outside. And I believe he is now clear. He's going to slide on up, take the outside, and give Lucas Martin a little bit more dirty air. On board with James Morvett. So he's running the middle line here. Good exit Alpha 2. Making his way up to P4 now. Slowly climbing the grid. And gaining a lot of time on the leaders. Look at that ticker go down on the gap. There's the downshift. Now let's go to the gyro cam. If you want to, Nick. If you absolutely feel like it, brother. On the left suspension, look how low he gets down to that apron. That's where the most speed is while saving tires. Look at the right front. Let's make the ticker shorter so you can really see that right front. Oh, right! Oh, right to the barrier. No, the poor camera. Just a amazing drive for James Morvett so far in this one. There's Lucas Martin. Here's in car. I don't think he downshifted. No, he did. That was a good thing for him, though. You want a downshift going in the corners like that. On board. Let's go take a look at the battle for the lead here. We have Matthew Davis and Timothy Rainey Lewis, James Morvett in the top three. Here's Matthew Davis gaining a lot of time on Timothy Rainey Lewis. Here's Timothy Rainey Lewis now. On the high side, here goes Matthew Davis to the inside. Side by side out of turn 4. Matthew Davis has not led a lap in the Cup Series ever. His first career race in the Cup Series. A 3 agent. In that number 20. He takes the lead away from Timothy Rainey Lewis. Not anymore. He lost it. He got too close to the apron. Now here comes James Morvett. Now they're side by side. James clears. Losing a lot of time on Timothy Rainey Lewis. Trying to gain time on Timothy Thunderstorm Lewis. Timothy, he is the Thunderstorm of GFI. Down the back straightaway, James Morvitt slowly reeling in Timothy Rainey Lewis. Goes to the high side, down the middle, right along that crack in the asphalt. Here he comes. James Morvitt to the inside. To the bottom. Coming out of turn 2, they touch down the back straightaway. James Morvitt trying to pull away. Good exit by Timothy Rainey Lewis. Good grief. Driving into the corner on that high side. James Morvitt does not have it. They're still side by side. Going into turn 3. This is a great, great battle. On the high side. Can't get a runoff. He needs to get behind him. Slides in front of Matthew Davis. James goes down low. The battle off of turn 4. Timothy Rainey Lewis still has it. This is an impressive battle between the top 3 drivers. Matthew Davis ripping the high side, forcing James Morvitt to fall back to 3rd. Matthew Davis going to try to get a run on the high side. Gets a good one. Really, really good battle. Matthew Davis goes to the inside. Oh my goodness. They touch! They touch! Forcing Timothy Rainey Lewis into lap traffic! He's damaged! But Timothy Rainey Lewis is still faster! In turn 3, Matthew Davis has the inside. Get Timothy Rainey Lewis getting run for the start-finish line! Matthew Davis will win his first lap! Matthew Davis just led his first lap in GFI Cup Series. They touched down the back straightaway. Man, what a job. 3 wide! 3 wide! Oh my God! What is happening? This is the greatest top 3 battle we have ever seen. Matthew Davis still on the bottom. Oh, man, they make contact! Matthew Davis can't slide in before James gets there. Now they're back to single file. We'll come back to this one. Just a spectacular performance by the top 3 drivers, though. And there's the 27. That's Brian Troy. He's in 9th place. All of these guys are doing a really good job right now. Down the back straightaway. There's Brian Troy. Something happened to Matthew Davis. He goes down in pit road. A lot of drivers pitting. There's Clifton Chanel. I gave him the wrong setup. Ouch. Three cars down pit road. Timothy Rainey Lewis goes down. Brian Troy slams into that wall. Definitely got wheel damage from that. The wall here is not forgiving. However, they got drivers side by side. Andy Ennis down pit road as well. Wes Graham. On board with Brian Troy. Goes down pit road. There's Cliff Chanel. Going down the backstretch. All alone. 7 seconds back from P1 though. It's be a long way till he gets to the lead. James Morvant. I do not know how. This is the stint length. Pitted after 19 laps and then went in after 8. Now he's on a 30-lap stint. Somehow still flying. Just doing a really good job. Only 3 cars on the lead lap. James Morvitt, Cliff Chanel, Mitchell Sundstrom are the only 3 drivers out on lead lap. James Morvitt goes into pits. Clifton Chanel takes the lead. And there's that 8. Or the 80. Just in an 8 car for today's race. Just excellent drive by Cliff, man. I mean... An excellent drive. Timothy Rainey Lewis unlaps himself. I'm shocked Timothy Rainey Lewis can stay out this long. I'm shocked Cliff hasn't gone down pit road yet. He is the only driver that has not pitted yet. I don't know if he pitted on that last caution and thinks he can stay out or what, but he's leading a lot of laps here tonight. With a sketched out HendrickCars.com fire suit and Kyle Busch in it in honor of his last win ever. Cliff is carrying a lot of speed right now. Just an excellent drive so far by Cliff. Shocked he's doing really well. On the wrong setup tweak. And now he comes down pit road. James Morvant passes him. Let's see how long he'll last down pit road. That was the Ajax guys getting their lap back. Or one of their 2 laps back. Now they're a 1 lap down. Cliff hasn't left his pit box yet. He just left the pits. And now he's finally out of pit lane. Moves him down to 8th place. Gonna be 9th, then 10th. Now Cliff comes back out onto the track. There's Michael Shaw with some front end damage on that 88. Just having a rough day. Got involved in one of the earlier wrecks in this race. Lap 67! 67! 67! Had to. Michael Shaw with an excellent drive. Partially. I mean, he is a lap down. Was doing really good earlier in the race. Still, I would still count it as an excellent drive. He's gotten really good in the Cup Series, winning the the Daytona race. I still call it the Daytona 500, even though we'll end up running that. There's Clifton Chanel. I think he's trying to extend the pit stops as long as he can. That's smart. I did that in the Coke 600 both nights. However, when I pitted, I had miscalculated by a lap. I had like 2 laps of fuel, pit in, and caution came out as soon as I got my pit box. There's Clifton Chanel on the high side. Down the back straightaway. Oh, he's coasting it! He coasting into the corner! Just a good strategy by Cliff, coasting it into the corners, hitting the clutch. Able to keep this thing going. 168 views, now 169 views. This is my most viewed live stream. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. The most popular was the Daytona race with 158 views. This is now the most I've ever had. What a performance by Cliff. I mean, I can't believe that he's doing this and surviving. I wish iRacing would put it on someone else. Been a lot of cliff. There's Timothy Rainey Lewis. Down the front straightaway. Into the tri-oval. Or D. The edge of the D. A 2-second lead on James Morvant. I guess we're going back in car. Right next to the wall. Ah! I clicked the wrong button. I'm cycling back and forth from Discord to see if I have things from GFI people. And I clicked the wrong button. I think it's time we go ahead and crank it up. That was crank it up. Technically, this race is 277.5 miles, but I rounded up to make it 280. On board with Matthew Davis. There's Clifton Chanel right behind him. I don't know why it's freezing. And Cliff on the bottom. Is he able to slide up if he wants to? Wow, what a drive. Oh, the contact! Cliff on the bottom. Yeah, only 19. I'm shocked. This is why I'm saying to Keith that we need more cup drivers. It's so boring when there's like nobody out on track. There's like no action through parts of these races. I'll show you the green flag run that we've had. Look at that. That's a long run. Like a very long run. We do have James Morvant and a lap car battling. That was interesting to see. $185 views on the stream. That is awesome. James Morvant. As I mentioned earlier, James went out to try to become one of the pro drivers. Fell up short because he missed just a few races. Top 400 in the world. Nah, dude, we need people to drive, whether you're good at the track or not. Like, not everyone can be good at a track, but I feel like it's your duty and due diligence. If you're a cup, I feel you should be required, like, You're held to a standard, and you should race if you literally physically can, whether you can race the track or not. I couldn't race Charlotte at all, and I just rawed the Coke 600, finished 12th, and then learned it by James, and then literally finished 7th on Sunday. So I feel whether you're good or bad at the track, you still show up and at least participate. 84 laps complete here at Charlotte. I don't know why it keeps freezing. 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 I don't know why it's doing that. Excellent, excellent drive by Matthew Davis. I want it to be dark, dude. The actual race was ran at night. Like, I feel like if you are, like, literally, I'm being so serious. Like, if you're a Cup driver, I feel you should be required to run. I mean, we can't. There's over 25 drivers in the Cup Series, and only 19 showed up. 6 raced at Dover last week. I literally deleted the broadcast because who's gonna watch that? No one. No one's gonna sit there and watch 6 cars race all separate from each other at a short track. No, that's boring. There's Joshua Martin making an appearance back into the top 10. Is it going to get dark? It might get dark. But 100 laps to go. Now 99 laps to go. And a lot of these guys need a caution. I think the field's too spread out to have a caution. Unless someone were just to self-spin. Yeah, I just straight up deleted the entire thing. Like, yeah, people were in the live, and we were 40 laps out of 100. I just said, you know what, I'm deleting it. I'm not going to sit here, waste my time when I have better things to do than broadcast a 6-person race for 100 laps. It's boring. Anthony Alex takes the lead as Timothy Brady Luce goes down pit road. James Morvitt, Tyler Autry side by side. We haven't seen Tyler Autry towards the front in quite some time. Tyler Autry did win a Charlotte race in the A Fixed, I believe. That was the series over this past weekend. I don't care, Travis. It's my broadcast. I can talk about literally whatever I want. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. I'm sorry, but if you're just going to come in here and talk crap, you really don't have to be in here. I can literally talk about whatever I want. This is my broadcast. Sorry that talking about last week offended you so much. I'm tired of being told how I should run my broadcasts by other people. When I already do too much for this. And Tyler Autry spins. Goodbye. Goodbye. Sorry it offended you so much that I'm talking about something that happened last week. Didn't know it was that offensive. Oh. let's get Lucas into the broadcast. Actually, I believe that caution was on Tyler Otter, and we saw what happened. So, howdy, Lucas.
So,
Well, how is this caution play roll for you right now?
it hurt me. I'm stuck 2 laps down now. I was just about to pass the 12, at least get 1 lap back, but somebody spun on pit exit.
That was Tyler Ottery.
Yeah, of course.
Well, how is the car running for you, even though you're 2 laps down?
Running pretty good. I just can't seem to save that right front any.
Just, are you, what's your best advice, what lane are you running, first of all?
I'm running a little diamond line.
I recommend running the bottom.
No, it sucks.
If you made, I bet, did you apply the setup that I told you to, or no?
Nope.
Good, because it was reversed anyways.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Did Andy
Randy
tell you?
Lewis, you're breaking the rules right now. He's a lucky dog.
Did Andy tell you?
No,
Who told you?
I just figured it out myself.
Okay. Anyways, what is one of your biggest concerns about today's race so far?
Getting back on the lead lap.
I mean, you're close-ish.
I'm gonna get a wave around here, but it's just I got a good car. I wrecked less on the initial start because we all checked up kind of, and I didn't have where to go. So I got put to the back early, and then it's just been a roller coaster from there.
Well, are you gonna try to maybe come back and win this one and get your 3rd career victory here at GFI?
I really was debating on just making a lap and leading because I don't want to sit here for another 100 laps almost.
Trust me, I had that attitude on lap 100 of the Coke 600 both times I ran, and trust me, it's worth it.
We got half a Coke 600 here, but we don't have half a set of tires like they should have got.
Yeah, we should have had 6 tire sets.
There technically is 6, but it should be 6. There should be 7 because we're starting on 1. But we just got to manage how many sets of tires we can say and use and stuff.
Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Alrighty, well, I wish you best of luck, and hopefully you can get back on the lead lap here soon.
Thank you.
Yep. Lucas Martin. Driver of the 57. Joshua Martin starting in the P1 spot, and Clifton Chanel starting outside pole. Looks like a little Delaware double setup. As we get ready to go green again. Yes, he does have a chance. Everyone is on the inside line because they pitted. Tomorrow night? Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I'm going to try to figure out setups so I can be faster than all y'all. And green flag. Joshua Martin off to a good start. Everyone in the top 4 is on old tires, I believe. Unless Timothy Rainey Lewis is on fresh tires. Down the front straightaway. Joshua Martin still leading this race. James Morvant right behind him. Off of turn 2. I don't know why it's freezing. We'll have to deal with it. Excellent. Run off the exit by Josh. He has never won a race in GFI ever across all series. And now he's leading in the Cup Series when it matters. I have not ran the O'Reilly car at all this week. So I'll figure it out. I know I will. "98 laps in the books. Joshua Martin still leading this race." Joshua Martin doing a good job so far. Dude, I might have to cut the broadcast early. Not gonna lie. This one's taking a while. Joshua Martin pulling away fast. In the car with Joshua Martin. And this is what he sees out the back. Looks like a little bit of Applebee's right now. That makes me hungry for Applebee's. Let's go ahead and crank it up, ladies and gentlemen. And that was crank it up. Just because I have stuff to do afterwards that I don't know if I'll have time for. So this one has to hurry up. I've had to do it before. And I might have to do it again. I don't know why this race is so long. Yeah, I have chores, stuff to do, shower, and all that other stuff. That comes first. But if it doesn't get to that point, then I won't. But if it does, I will. I can't remember what race I had to do it at, but I had to do it at one point. Joshua Martin. Still out in front. Let's go tune back in with him. Out front. Getting a good run off of 2, but James has a better one. Uh-huh. Interesting race. The caution would need to happen like now if Lucas wants to get his lap back. 106 laps complete. Someone just blew up. I don't know who blew up, but someone blew up. 204 views on the stream. That's awesome. I'm back in my prime. Michael Nelson, the corn dog crippler, comes out of pit lane. It's Rowdy rounds. I know a lot of people did not expect Joshua Martin to be leading this race, but here he is, ladies and gentlemen. James Morvay gets an impressive run, though. Here he comes. Watch out. Flyby. Those are always awesome. Oh, Timothy Rainey Lewis way up on the high side. Here he comes. Watch out. And James Lewis to the outside. Joshua Murray gets it back. Nick, no, you didn't. Excellent exit off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Three wide, up for turn 4. Joshua Martin's out of the lead. Timothy Rainey Lewis takes it back. Flyby! One of the best sounds in NASCAR. With really any car is these flybys. James trying to reel in Timothy Rainey Lewis. Yes, he did. He did, in fact. No thanks. Doing a good job, Timothy Rainey Lewis. Here comes James Morvett. Had to have. I'm announcing it now. No winner interviews this week. Due to time. This race has taken a long time. If I want to even have a chance of not getting in trouble. What did Michael Maruk's post on Facebook? So I'm friends with him. James still gaining time. Not anymore. Really riding the bottom. What a run on the bottom for James Morvett. Why did I read that and instantly think of The Gambler by Kenny Rogers? I love Charlotte. This week and ruin Charlotte this week. That's why I ran 2 Coke 600s, both for Rowdy. 1,200 miles. There's Wes Graham, driver who we've not heard from often. This race is into the top 10. There's Andy Ennis right in front of him. There's Clifton Chanel up in P5. Alright, see you, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. At 9 o'clock, I have to call this. It's taking too long. I'm not going to get anything done if I stay past 9. Then I'll get in trouble. Life of being a kid. James Morvant makes a pass for the lead. And the NTRL takes it back. Let's go. Peep in on this battle. Side by side at turn 4. James Morvant's going to lead his lead a lap. 10 lead changes in this one. I believe it. A lot of people are on the East Coast. Oh, TRL gets pushed into the wall. Timothy Rainey Lewis back to the lead. 11 lead changes. We're going to keep on racking up. James Morva and Timothy Rainey Lewis fighting for this lead. James is keeping up with him really well on this inside. James is going to take it back. He just gets a bad exit. Lucas Martin goes down pit road. Andy Ennis goes down pit road. Wouldn't be surprised if Joshua Martin does the same this lap. James trying to give him all the room in the world. Does not have enough to squeeze in behind him. James going to take the inside once again. A little bit more gas for James. He has it in the wall. Timothy Rainey Lewis. Excellent battle down the back straightaway between the two leaders. Yeah, that is true. You never know. And Timothy Rainey Lewis is pitting in. Now that leaves the lead to James Morvan. Look how many laps James has led so far in this race. 16 laps. So that's Joshua Martin. He's led 16 laps. That's impressive. And people don't set up SDK exactly, so we can't see team names, but that's okay. Now we can look at how many laps James has led. 11 laps for James. More of it tonight. Might be hitting pit road in just a few laps. So Clifton Chanel is the only car that's staying out. No clue if he's going to go down pit road. He has a better chance at staying in the lead if he pitted now. And now it might go all out the window. Ouch. That might hurt a little bit. But the entire field is a lap down. Every time someone gets a lap back, I feel like the lap just goes back. Still no pit stop from Cliff. Let's see how many laps he's led so far. Only 9. Don't know why he apparently has no photo. When I know he does. He has the best photo of them all. So currently first, he started 15, so an impressive run by Cliff. His fastest lap was a 29.9. Let's actually take a look at the best lap times. Wes Graham and Joshua Martin are tied for the fastest lap. So good job by both of those drivers. If Cliff pits now, he should be able to come out in front of Timothy Rainey Lewis. And he does! He's going to pit. Yes, Cliff is leading. They have to make one more stop. Cliff has to go slightly above the speed limit if he wants this. Makes it in. Here comes Timothy Rainey Lewis. He's going to get past. He pitted too late. Yeah, if you download the driver information exe file if you scroll up in announcements a little bit, you can edit all of your information. Like you can put like your team name on there. You have to be in an iRacing session, but you can put a picture of yourself. You could put your team name, where you're from, pretty much everything about you. It just won't show up for Cliff. Like Cliff, you'll have. Okay, it's not working for some reason, but it'll say the Badman's on his, and you'll have like a picture of a nice looking stash. James Morvant is still trailing to Timothy Rainey Lewis. Got 10 minutes. A little bit back up into the field. We got Wes Graham 6 seconds back from Timothy Rainey Lewis. Go to the announcements channel and scroll up, and then you'll find a file that says driverinformation.exe. And then you can edit everything on there. Like if you have a picture of yourself on your computer, you can upload it to that and it'll show up on the broadcast. If you run Cup. It might work for Zach too. He's new to it, so he's not like used to clicking all the buttons like I do. That guy press all sorts of buttons. Just boom, 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 boom. Wes Graham trying to gain time. It's just hard right now. He's so far back. The file will be directly from me. So announcements, just scroll up, and then there's driverinformation.exe file. Install that. Boot up to like a test session. Just edit all your stuff. $15 cars out on track. On board with Wes Graham. Still winless in the Cup Series this season. Just been a good drive so far by Wes. On board. So far, so good. Lucas Martin still 1 lap down. This is how bad the overlay can change, though. That's why I have it on car style. That way, it shows every driver's actual number for the broadcast. Yeah. Just on your computer, and then just boot up a test session on iRacing, and then you can edit all of your information. You can even add like where you're from, your team name, age, stuff like that. Wes with an amazing drive. Into the tri-oval. Let's go take a look at the Battlefield lead as it's getting narrower and narrower as we hit 40 laps to go. But broadcast ending in about 6 minutes. So far, a good race for Timothy Rainey Lewis, but how well will that be able to hold on for? James Morvan would be running a Kyle Busch paint scheme tonight, but it did not get done in time. Down the back straightaway in the Forever Rowdy 280. Presented by Jordan Barnes. Obviously, Rowdy Nation lost the person they loved. And that's why we are honoring him. In support of Samantha, Brexton, and Lennox. James trying to reel in the gap. He's coming fast. heat stop. They still have to make one more pit stop. James Morvan on the tail of Timothy Rainey Lewis. Oh, he's blinking out. Here comes James. I can only imagine this is going through James's head as that Tony Stewart moment from Indianapolis. Like 15 years ago where he went, here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come get some, man. I can only imagine that's what's going through James's head right now. Just, if I was in this situation, that's what I'd be saying to myself. Here, kitty, kitty. There goes James to the low side. Did James lead that lap? I have no idea. Take a look at the green flag run. 14 lead changes. James is not clear. He can't get the run off of 2. Excellent side by side here. Oh, he blinks out. What a drag race! It's gonna be James or Timothy Rainey Lewis. And they make contact as they drive down the back straightaway. James Morvan now leading. Morvan slides up. Timothy Rainey Lewis goes into the wall. Dude, these guys are battling for the ages. Mind you, these guys are teammates in GFI for Apex Sim Sport. Side by side down the back straightaway. My lord. James. Is he going to be respectful? Yes, he is. James trying to cut it short. James leads another lap. Got less than a minute until this is over. I won't have time to finish. I will literally get in trouble. But, no matter what happens, whoever wins, this is a fun race broadcast. It is every week. It's a pleasure. On the bottom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got time for tonight. Appreciate you guys for watching. Just a friendly reminder. As always, Austin Sheffer Broadcaster. And remember,